Probably not very offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that. With McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And
Partner, what we just saw, if they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense, it gave
lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got
Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the whip. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. 24. I don't even know why this team showed up. Back, go.
Faking the give. Now Watson steps away to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards, the final tally. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's just me and me. It's just me and me.
With the score, Texans 28.
That's 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, Charles, if you think so far in the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, in the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Check 26 report.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 88 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt. After the sack on first down, Trubisky under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Now Trubisky on third and long, going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
58, right over there.
Now on second and 13, Watson completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? 58 is the mic, 58.
On first down, Watson dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel? I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Hey, red 5-2, out here.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, other side, solid, solid.
A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. There's Smallwood. He's got it on the draw. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Now Wentz.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebacker.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 28 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Lefty, lefty.
3 ball, 3 ball.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4, don't kill. Check. 6-6. Pull it.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Wentz. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out here in the eye.
Coming this way, here we go.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Check 15.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Josh Ferguson with his first carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 70 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards. Wentz. And an alley to run. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Miller, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Watson steps away to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz flushed out right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
No.
Check. Crunch. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, 57.
Check.
Hey, ram. Here, see it.
Get him. You got him.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Give them 14 on that one and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
On first down, Miller. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it.
Play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go, fellas.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on second and 14. Watson, he gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Aguilar has it. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Throwing is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Mike 41, Mike 41. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get
Empty.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Delayed give to Sproles. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it. This is Ferguson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wentz going to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Wentz now on 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 47 yards. Now Wentz, flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31, Texans 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 42 yards. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, and he cuts left, and he's got an alley. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble, and they did. Took it the other way for a score, and now if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle perhaps to win this ball game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Philly.
I can sell it,